Time to talk about Captain Jack. Johnny Depp returns to the Oscar-nominated role in Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, which just opened in theaters. Early show national correspondent Tracy Smith is back to tell us more. Tracy.
Hey there, Harry. Yeah, Captain Jack Sparrow has joined the ranks of the biggest film icons of all time. He's struck a nerve with movie fans worldwide, but his alter ego isn't sure why.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
No, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
No, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
It's very touching, you know, that I can't quite put my finger on that. I'd say it must be something to do with, you know, being allowed to be so irreverent, you know, and getting away with it.
There's a psychologist who said that people love to identify with a character who has every vice possible but gets away with it. He's the new superhero.
Interesting.
You agree with that?
Well, I mean, it's certainly, I can say from an actor's, you know, point of view, playing the character, there was a real safety
Yes?
in, you know, just to say what you feel in the moment without, you know, editing.
Maybe everybody would like to do that?
Well, yeah, I think probably some people can identify with that, yeah.
And Depp loves the fact that fans have made such a connection. He's known for spending hours at premieres and on movie sets signing autographs for fans.
They bought the tickets, didn't they? They paid your salary, so, you know, I figured they're my bosses, you know, but get out there and if they want me to sign stuff, go sign stuff, you know, say hi.
Alas, my children, this is the day you shall always remember as the day that you almost... Captain Jack Sparrow.
The first two Pirates films have taken in a staggering $1.7 billion worldwide. It's a far cry from the early days of Depp's career, when he starred in offbeat films like Benny and June, What's Eating Gilbert Grape,
Arnie, don't be rude.
and Ed Wood.
All right, everybody, let's get set up for scene 112.
All of which were critical favorites, but box office disappointments.
A while back, you said that in terms of commercial success, I had about 20 years of studio-defying failures, but to me they were giant successes. Now you're the guy who the studios creative, but financial reasons. What happened?
You know, more and more absurd things keep happening, you know. I don't think I could have enjoyed a ride like this 15 or 20 years ago.
Why not?
Oh, I don't think I'd have been ready for it, you know, and I don't think I would have had the perspective on it and the sense of humor about it, because you know, you have to, the same moment, you know, that you go, yeah, isn't this great? You know, you have to be able to say, yeah, but you know, it could all evaporate tomorrow. So.
And that's how you look at it.
It's part of the ride.
It could all go away.
Yeah.
Every fan of Jack Sparrow knows that Johnny Depp based the character on Rolling Stones guitarist Keith Richards, who's one of his idols. Richards makes a cameo in At World's End, much to Depp's delight.
What was it like doing it in front of him?
It was a little frightening. What was really interesting for me was, you know, fascinating to sort of introduce Keith to Captain Jack, you know.
And he could appreciate Captain Jack?
Keith seemed very good about it. He could have initially just said, you know, how dare you, you know, base a character on me. But he was great. He was a real gentleman about it.
You're mad.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
You know, you've lived with this character for so long now. What was the last day of filming like, knowing that you might have to say goodbye to Jack Sparrow?
It sounds ludicrous, because you're talking about an imaginary being in a way, but having been that character for, you know, a good number of years, you know, 12 to 14 to 15 hours a day, months on end, or years on end. It's like saying goodbye to a person, I mean, to a, you know, living, breathing thing. So, you know, it's very emotional.
And that was without even a single drop of rum.
Now, next up for Depp, his sixth collaboration with director Tim Burton. It's a film version of the Broadway musical Sweeney Todd, and it's coming out in December. And Depp told me he's not that great of a singer, but that Burton is very patient, Harry.
Wow. Did I read someplace that his daughter was ill? Did you talk to him about that?
Yes, that's right. He's very private about his kids, so he didn't want to talk about it on camera, but he did say that she is fully recovered.
All right, there you go. Good job, Tracy. Nicely done.